Attention to detail is the secret superpower that separates an ordinary observer from a world-class detective. Imagine walking into a room and instantly noticing the tiny scratch on the table, a faint smell in the air, or a subtle change in someone's behavior that everyone else misses. What if I told you that you can train your mind to see these hidden clues and think like a detective? Today I am going to teach you how to sharpen your attention to detail and unlock the power of observation, which is the foundation of all detective work. When we talk about observation skills, we are really talking about your ability to notice, remember, and interpret the information in the world around you. It is not just about seeing things with your eyes. It is about truly watching and understanding the environment in a deeper way. Detectives rely on these skills because every mystery, from a simple missing item to complex problem solving, starts with what is seen and what is overlooked. When you train your observation skills, you develop a unique ability to read between the lines, to spot inconsistencies, and to connect seemingly unrelated dots that others simply ignore. Let me share a real-life example to show you how this works in practice. Imagine you are sitting at a local coffee shop. You are just enjoying your drink, but a detective is doing something more. You notice a person in the corner nervously glancing at their watch every few minutes. You see their coffee cup sitting there untouched, still steaming, while their phone keeps buzzing in their hand. Most people would just see someone waiting for a friend, but a detective sees a story unfolding. Perhaps it is an urgent message they are afraid to read, a secret meeting they are anxious about, or a hidden worry that is keeping them from even taking a sip of their drink. That small detail of the untouched coffee combined with the frequent glances tells you more about their internal state than words ever could. This is what it means to look for the story behind the physical evidence. But here is where most people go wrong. Often we do not truly observe. We just glance. We move through our lives in a state of semi-attention, distracted by our own thoughts or our phones. We make assumptions based on first impressions and we miss the tiny, crucial details that actually matter. For example, when meeting someone new, many people focus only on what is being said. They miss the body language, the micro-expressions, or the subtle shifts in tone that reveal deeper emotions or hidden intentions. Another common mistake is rushing to conclusions without fully gathering all the details first. A great detective knows that patience is the ultimate key. Every detail counts, even the ones that seem completely insignificant at first glance. If you rush to solve the puzzle before you have all the pieces, you will likely build the wrong picture. So how can you boost your observation skills every day? It starts with simple exercises designed to rewire how your brain processes information. First, try this exercise next time you are in a new place. Take exactly 2 minutes to scan the environment carefully. Do not just look. Categorize what you see. Notice the specific colors of the walls, the shapes of the furniture, the subtle sounds of the ventilation, and the unique smells in the air. Try to find 3 things that are out of place or slightly unusual. Then look away or close your eyes and try to recall as many of those details as possible. You will be surprised at how much your brain can actually capture when you consciously decide to focus rather than just passing through. Another powerful exercise is to observe people in public spaces without being obvious or intrusive. Pay close attention to their gestures, the way they wear their clothing, and how they interact with their surroundings. What story do these details tell you? Does the wear on their shoes suggest they walk a lot for work? Does the way they hold their bag suggest they are protective or perhaps in a hurry? After you have made your mental notes, check yourself. How many specific details did you actually remember correctly once they have left your sight? This practice trains your brain to pick up subtle cues without passing judgment or making immediate assumptions. It forces you to deal with raw data before you move to interpretation. Here is a fun one you can try at home tonight. Watch a short scene from a movie or a television show that you have never seen before, but watch it entirely without the sound. Try to piece together the entire story using only what you observe visually. Look at the facial expressions, the hand movements, the way the characters stand in relation to each other, and the objects in the background. Once the scene is over, Write down what you think happened and what the characters were feeling. Then watch it again with the sound turned on and see what you missed or what you got right. This will help you appreciate just how much information is communicated through nonverbal channels and environmental clues without a single word being spoken. Remember, becoming a detective is not about being perfect or having a photographic memory. It is about being intensely curious and incredibly patient. Every detail you capture adds another piece to the puzzle of your daily life. The more you practice these techniques, the sharper your mind becomes at spotting the clues that others naturally overlook. You will start to notice patterns in behavior, inconsistencies in stories, and opportunities in your environment that were previously invisible to you. It is a shift in mindset that turns the mundane world into a fascinating collection of data points waiting to be analyzed. Now I have a specific challenge for you to help you integrate these habits. For the next 7 days, I want you to dedicate just 10 minutes each day to practicing your observation skills. On the first day, focus entirely on objects in a room. Notice their textures, their placement, and how the light hits them. On the second day, observe people's behaviors in a public space, focusing on their posture and movement. On the third day, close your eyes and listen intently to every sound around you, trying to identify the source and distance of each noise. On the following days, rotate these focuses and start writing down your observations in a small notebook or on your phone. Reflect on what you learned and what surprised you. After just 1 week of this deliberate practice, you will notice that your ability to see, remember, and analyze details has improved dramatically. Attention to detail is more than just a professional skill. It is a way of engaging with the world that makes life much more interesting. It is about training your brain to see the invisible and wonder about the unknown. It turns every walk down the street into an investigation and every conversation into a study of human nature. So, are you ready to stop glancing and start seeing? Are you ready to think like a detective? Start your 7-day challenge today and watch as the world begins to reveal its secrets to you, one tiny beautiful detail at a time. Thank you for tuning into this training session. If you found these tips helpful, feel free to follow along for more insights on mastering your mind. I look forward to hearing about what you discover in the comments below. Stay curious and keep observing. The world always leaves clues. The question is, will you notice them? In the next episode, I'll teach you the detective technique that allows investigators to tell when someone is hiding something without asking a single question.